Hi. Um, I'm doing some OC lore, like you guys asked for, about like Darya, which I think one person asked for, like Darya and Ida from my last sketchbook tour. I'm also gonna be like trying out some paints that I haven't used since like sixth or seventh, yes, sixth grade. Sixth grade. That I got from an art camp. Well, not an art camp. It was a camp with like a bunch of different hobbies that you could do whatever you want. And I chose this neat little art camp. You could do graphic design and drawing and painting and I did make a T-shirt with like a cool, I think, water pour design. But mine was the first one to get done, and they were testing mine. Like mine was the test one to like because I wanted to see if I liked it on a shirt, and I did, but they didn't press it for longer, so it just like slowly faded away, and now I have no idea which white shirt had my design on it, but it's like completely faded now. Anyway, um, so like if you didn't watch my sketchbook tour, Darya is a little sea monster, and Ida's like a elf. And the type of elf she is, because like there's a bunch of different varieties of elf. She's like one of those short elves. It's like I don't know why, but I always see elves just like they're always like short elves. They kind of remind me of like short thieves with an attitude. So that's kind of what Ida is. I'm also thinking about like maybe giving her fire powers because it's cool. And like this is not only an opportunity for you guys to see like how I create a story, but like also for you to give input on how I'm creating the story, because it's not fully developed, because I'm working on like 3 different stories right now. The one with Reggie and Axel, Gamma, Vivi, and Zeke, Diana, Timothy, and Lily, and like a whole bunch of others that I haven't even like drawn out the characters for, that have just been like sitting in my head for years. I'm also working on Nyx's story, but I keep like forgetting about it. Like I haven't drawn her like I think in about a month, bro. Like the second drawing in my sketchbook is like after V, which I drew because I just like V's design. Like it was literally Nyx. That was like the next. That lasted for 2 pages. And then I made Reggie's first drawing in this sketchbook, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect, and I love it. And then I just started to design her room, or started thinking harder about her story, and I got really I really like it. I really like this story. Anyway, so like with this story now. So like Darya and Ida are thieves, and Darya steals because she's like kind of like a dragon, I guess. She likes the look of money. She thinks it's pretty. She likes to collect it in a hoard. Doesn't use it ever. She just likes to look at it because it's pretty. And she keeps it in like a little cave where she stores it for both her and Ida, like a little sea cave, like you know how in Minecraft there's little air pockets. So kind of like that. And then also like so like the way they meet, it's like so like Darya, I think I want it to go like this. Darya gets her face hurt on the blade of a boat, like a speedboat, you know? And somehow Ida sees it and she runs over to help. Like, swims over anyway. And after Ida helps her, Darya's like, whoa, you kind of saved my life and my face. We're gonna be friends now, and there's no getting around it. And Ida is just like, alright, so you want to steal stuff with me, I guess? She's like, alrighty. Now they steal stuff. If, like, I don't have, like, a ton of ideas for them. Oh, like, I think their designs are helping me kind of, like, decide their personality more, because, like, the more I draw them, the more I decide their personality. Like, in my old sketchbook, when I'm not drawing. So, like, I started drawing Darya, and, like, I always saw her as, like, sassy and a little bit rude, but now she's, like, the sweet little puppy of the group, I guess. Well, not the group, the duo. And now Ida is the sassy delinquent. Darya is just she's the nice delinquent. A guy who, like, she's, like, the one, like, if someone trips while they're, like, stealing and stuff, she's gonna, like, and getting chased, she's gonna, like, stop for a second and help them up. Like, she's the nice thief in the movies that everyone's, like, the rest of the squad is always being rude to, except Ida is not rude to her, because even though she does have a bit of a temper, she knows, and she's working on it. Also, Darya is younger than Ida, but, like, Ida is shorter than her, because, like, I like to draw elves, like, kind of short. Like, I just see them, like, you know, so, like, this would be Ida, right? That's Ida. Let's see what I'm drawing right now. And then this would be, like, Darya, who is, like, 23, I think. Maybe. I want her to be, like, 20. I'm trying to write older characters, because not every single one of my characters can be 16 to 17. Like, so, hold on. Anyway, wait, what was I even saying? Shoot, I forgot. Like, I stopped, like, I paused the recording for, like, 5 seconds, because it was getting kind of loud, and I immediately forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I wish I could zoom this out more. I really need to buy that camera equipment that the person who asked to talk about Darya and Ida told me about. She's like, hey, like, I was like, hey, you guys know any, like, good camera equipment? I'm enjoying, like, recording and stuff, but I don't have the proper equipment, so, like, sometimes I have to, like, rotate my, like, screen to make it so, like, it's not like that one, like, slim, it's just like a slim little stick in the middle of, like, a wide screen. Like, I don't know, like, I hope you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to explain myself, like, at all. And, like, shoot, I forgot what I was talking about again. I think I want to have like, at the end of the story, I think I want there to be, like, a huge villain, like, like after a while of them being like little thieves, they finally get caught and they start doing community service. And in the middle of the community service, I want someone to like do something wrong, and like both of them will like stop the criminal dude. And then they're like, oh, you guys aren't so bad, huh? You're not just thieves, you're like, you guys don't just suck. For whatever reason, I don't know. And I think, because like in the original story, it was supposed to be Ida, a knight, like a knight that's like a runaway knight, and a ghost prince from like hundreds of years ago, which I scrapped because like that's the biggest group I would have written. B, I didn't really enjoy drawing the entire cast, and I kept getting distracted on like just Ida and their relationships, and I also couldn't draw the knight because I wanted her to keep her like armor from knightery. Or like protection and stuff. And I couldn't get it. Like, anyway, I want there to be like a huge build up. Like, they keep saving people. And then eventually I want there to be like this huge mass villain, which I made for the original story. Veronica, who is like this like lonely witch person who was scammed when they were sold a dragon egg, but it was just cat dragon, which is basically just a cat with dragon wings and a dragon tail. And also with sharp teeth, which I guess they already have. And like she had this thing. It's kind of like the Infinity Gauntlet, where you can pretty much do anything you want. And it was like a little arm thing, like something that would just go on your arm. Like, you know, I'll show like an image of it on the screen. I think I have like screenshots of her old design. And she had to find a magic stone. And eventually, like, she does find it. And she puts it in the place where it's supposed to go on the thing. Like, and then she can do just about whatever she wants. It's like the Eye of Zoran, you know, I think it's called, from Lord of the Rings, where he can see anyone he wants, read like telekinesis, not telekinesis, yes, telekinesis, and then, yeah, like, she can do just about anything with that glove, within, like, yeah, you know, not glove. Oh, my paint fell. I think it's watercolor. Yeah, it's watercolor. And like basically, she gets it, goes into Darya and Ida's town, and basically like trashes it a bunch and causes most people to run away and go into hiding. It kind of reminds me of like Weirdageddon from Gravity Falls, you know? Where Bill takes over and he's evil and he's bad and he's scary. And eventually, Ida and Darya come out of hiding and defeat her somehow. And I think maybe I want her to be like, the town just comes together and eventually finally accepts them as like, they're not just criminals. Like, that's not the only thing they're able to do or have ever done. Like, they can be cool too. And also with the glove, I think the glove, like the arm thing, she makes her little kitty dragon big, and it's awful and it's scary. Hope these are the right colors. Nope, but we're gonna get it. Anyway, finally get accepted. Durgaber. And wait, what? What am I doing? And yeah, that's pretty much that's like the outline I have for it. It's all kind of just thoughts. I haven't written any of it down. Just kind of sat in my head, and honestly, those are like the better stories I have. The ones that just sit in my head, I let them bake a while, and then I finally, like with Reggie's story, Reggie and Axel's, it was a story festering in my head for like a while. Their designs kept changing in my head. Their personalities and roles kept changing in my head. Like, one was like, I think the very first one was Reggie's dad was a villain dude. And she lived in a villain family. And she met Axel, which I don't remember what his first name was. Reggie didn't have a name until I gave her one, like, which was Reggie. And and they like they fought a bunch, but over time, like, I think they were hunting her down because she's big scary bad villain since her father was arrested. And like, good night, you know? And like, they were tracking her down with the help of Axel. And they find her, he talks to her, he's like, I don't know if this is her, but she's pretty nice, so I'm gonna talk to her a little more, even if she isn't super bad guy. And they do, and he finds out, oh shoot, this is the super bad guy. And she's like, please don't. Because she knows the whole time that it's him. But she's also like, oh, he's kind of nice. So, like, he's just kind of like, I don't know about you. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. And I think he just kind of hides her information until she decides she wants to stop doing it. Which she does, like, fairly quickly. And then it's just like, and the story just kind of ends there. Sometimes drawing with inaccurate colors is kind of fun. Brand new before I started this video that I was gonna turn this into a way to talk about Axel and Redgie. I've been like so obsessed with them, bro. I'm losing my mind. Also, I don't know why we were never taught this, but apparently you're not supposed to like swatch around in your paint colors. You're actually supposed to like dab them with water. I didn't know you could mix them before until like art class. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to grab a paper towel because I got blue in my white paint. Shoot. I don't think what I was talking about earlier was important, so I'm just gonna keep going on whatever I want to start off doing again. Anyway. So, like, shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Bro. I need another paper towel. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I didn't know you were supposed to, like, mix watercolors until, like, this year, because, like, no one ever told me. Like, I thought you just had to deal with whatever colors were there, and, like, color inaccuracies were impossible to dodge. You just had to go with whatever vibrant color was there. I also did not know they made them in this green, which I can't get out. But I didn't know they made them in like duskier colors, kind of like that. It looks brighter on camera. But what? Also, I don't know what this is for. It's just, it's there, I guess. I remember using it, I think, while we were, like, in the camp. But I don't remember what for. I also think this came with, like, a little paintbrush. And, I made a bunch of, I don't know where the little notebook went, but I painted a bunch of abstract stuff in there. Oh my god, that's literally hurt. I did it. Yippee. I deserve an award. And now it's all junked up. Whatever. I don't care. I don't have a lot to talk about with them because, like, I just have a base for their story. And, like, this is gonna be, like, I shouldn't say it. That's spoilers for, like, all of my stories. Like, if I say one thing. I need words to say. But I can't say words. Oh, I have to talk. Anyway, if you have like any ideas for this story, like feel free to just like give me some of those. because I don't have a lot. I just know that they're thieves. Darya doesn't care about money. Ida does. And that is pretty much it. Everything else is kind of just like a what if and a maybe. Like, okay, that's enough to her clothes. Um, oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be using them like in this video, but I did make and am still making a bunch of character sprites. I think I have like 15 right now of my new Sona. I really like it. I really like it a lot. Like, my Sona is so neat. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this design. Like, shortly after the video, I was like, I don't know if I want to keep this. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I doodled it at school. I was like, oh yeah, this is neat. I like this. I like this Sona. Because at school, I have like the longest study hall period that you could get. It's 4th hour, and I have the last lunch, which means we wait for everyone else to finish eating the lunch, which ends up in us having the longest class of the day. So, and that being study hall is great. So I can just draw, I can write, I can work on some code for my class, which I think I'm ahead in because you can do it from home. But I went like 2 lessons ahead because it was generally easy. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.